Hello, it's the day after. Yesterday I spent the day contemplating what I'm going to do. I've realised that if I get on with it a little bit, there's a really cool event that I can go to. However, I'm going to ride the Shafers Trail today. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Bike's almost warm, so it's time to get my helmet on and set off. Shafers Trail, 72 kilometres, 45 miles. The other guy said it took about 2 hours, so I'm coming early at 8 o'clock while it's a bit cooler and hopefully a little less traffic. I won't go lie, I'm a little nervous just because the sand in the last episode really did knock me. Anyway, this is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. I've chosen to go downhill, so from Canyonlands up to Moab, because that's apparently what's suggested by the others would be easier. Also means I don't have to worry about momentum, because you've always got momentum going downhill because you just let go of the brakes. To be fair, so far, a doddle. Just a gravel road with very scenic views. But there's rocks and the drops. They were saying to me the other day, like, you go down there, there's no, there's no coming back. That's really finished. End of. Good night. Sayonara. God, look at that. Let me just stop here. Oh, stopped in a dip. Well, that's given me an extra couple of inches on the feet. Look at that. So I've got to go down there. Wow. Oh, God. Don't look down. I'm so pleased I did this when it's not too hot in the morning and with no traffic on it. Just gives me whatever line choices I want. Nice and relaxed. There we go. Look around the corner. That's better. Yeah, definitely glad I'm going down, not up. There we go. Almost at the bottom. God, look at how quick. Let me just see if I can. Look at that. I've just literally just dropped down that. I don't know whether the camera will show it, but that's effing high. It's very handy having people ride before you and can give you advice, especially when they know you and they know you're riding and certainly other. Well, this is really fun. I'm enjoying it. It's just definitely getting my confidence back as well, although it's because there's no sand. Support the bike. Look back behind me. Look at that. Oh, this area of the USA is just unreal. And those up there, if you can see, might be silhouetted. They are for me, but like little hammers sticking up. Oh, there's donkeys, horses, deer? I don't know. Let's go slowly. There's some wildlife. Deer, I think. Look. Hello. Look. How cool are they? Off they go. Wonderful. This is quite good. A little bit of sand, but actually it's not too bad. I'm probably not taking the easy time, but never mind. It's fun going off the little steps. Turning the camera off and then almost turning it back on almost immediately, because look at those. With the sun completely ruining the shot. But oh, bit of sand. But we can do it. We can do it. It's a little bit of sand. It's quite a bit of sand. There we go, without the sand. This is a little more challenging, isn't it? Oh, this is rocks. This is my not a problem stuff, you know. I can pick the line through the rocks. God, look at the boulders. This is absolutely insane and incredible. Wow. Let me turn around and show you again. I think this is going to have to be a video in itself. Oh, twat. Oh my God. This is the problem. I dropped it because I have short bloody legs. What an arsehole. So irritating. What a silly move. I should have put the other foot down. Well, really, that's what I wanted to show you. How amazing that was. And these cliffs. And that cutout, like it looks like a door. It's yeah, amazing. However, we decided to have a little bit more entertainment than we really wanted. Let's think about foot placement when we come to a stop, shall we? Right, and my right foot down. No, right foot down. Oh wow, look at that. This is incredible. Right, we're back upright, back loaded again. 2 4x4 guys come down and then asked for it in a hand, so I took up the offer. They gave me a hand picking it up where it was. So short legs is really irritating because I can ride the trails, it's just coming to a stop. As I say, I stalled it, bike went onto the downward hill and I didn't have those extra inches in my legs. It doesn't matter what bike I ride because the seat height's the same, and if the bike goes over to a certain angle, you're not saving it anyway. I've got a very sweaty helmet now, this one. I tell you what I often do when the ground is really sloped and I've just picked the bike up, is I put a rock underneath the side stand so the bike's not leant over too much and helps me pick it up again. I've done it! I've parked on flat ground and not dropped it. Oh, look, this is Family's Point, so they would have come up here on the police station and driven off. Well, they didn't, but the film crew made it look like they did. How cool is this? Wow. Mum shouting at the TV, "Don't go near the edge! Don't go near the edge!" Look, Mum, near the edge. Ooh. Cool. How beautiful is that? I'll carry on. I'm going to take a moment and enjoy this view. Jumpy bits on this one. That is nice. Sick! Got the nod of appreciation, you see, because I just popped a wheelie over the top of that rock. Oh, he didn't see me drop it on the slope though, did he, when I was stood still? Oh, these are fun. Oh, look at that. It's like a flying saucer that's gone dink. Oh, I'm so glad I've done this. Absolutely well worth it. Little drop. Sometimes the drops come up on you and you just don't know they're there until the last minute. You come up and you go, oh. Shadows aren't going to help me soon. Oh! That was a hell of a bounce. How I stayed on that, I don't know. God, that shadow hid all those. My back end jumped right up and sideways. Well, that got my heart going. How do I not drop it in that, but I do drop it stood still? Little rock. I say little, it's huge, but just perched on another little rock, which is also huge. That's the end. Made it. Cool. So really, as long as you don't have short legs and you can park your bike properly and not be a knob, it's not too bad. It's 12 o'clock, which is my time slot for the Arches National Park. Right, up we go. I want to see some arches. I've seen wiggly roads, I've seen rocks. We've done all this before, essentially. So, get me to an arch, please. There's my first arch I can see from the road. Pretty cool. Oh, do I have to walk? Because I'm absolutely not doing that. I didn't go to the Arches really. I didn't fancy walking every time you had to walk. So I got on the road and I've driven to basically the Valley of the Gods, which is where I am now. I was going to go down this road for a campsite, but as I turned into it, a 4x4 come through and shake his head at me. He looked like he was someone that maybe worked around here or something, so I've just found a different one. However, the most interesting thing about this is the road to get to this point was incredible. it was another switchback up a cliff. So if you look at the view ahead, and you can see how high I am, I'm about to descend this lot very quickly. Okay, we didn't drop it. Look at that view. So I'm going to descend this lot. You can see the switchback down there, and then essentially follow that road all the way over and end up staying on some cliffs over there. I have no trust in this front tyre. That's us, almost at the bottom. We were up there like a couple of minutes ago. Quite literally a couple of minutes ago. I'm at my campsite. Today's been a big day actually. I've done 240 miles, including the 30 odd trail miles that you saw first thing this morning, and then the wind up the hill and the wind back down the hill this evening. But that is my view from the campsite, and I'm literally stood where I'm going to pitch my tent tonight. So my tent's going to be there, and then cliff and view. I mean, that's not awful, is it? I'm pretty happy with that one. So yeah, today's been pretty interesting and quite a reasonable big day in the heat. I'm sorry about the all on the bike footage. There's not a lot of places that I could stop, put the tripod out and ride along. There's a lot of places where I really didn't want to keep having to turn around, ride past it, turn around, ride past it or whatever. And it's an awful lot of effort to get that 2-second shot. But I should try and do it more, I guess. Oh, what are you doing? Just up there, annoyingly looking into the sun, is the Mexican hat, also known as a sombrero, I guess. I'll see if I can ride round this trail and see if it gets a better view. I've come here pretty much first thing in the morning because it's just around the corner from that beautiful campsite. Very clever, these little rock formations that are formed and how they erode underneath. But that's the Mexican hat. Next stop, Monument Valley! So this is quite a famous road, if you recognise it. So yeah, this is the scene where Forrest Gump, I say, is running from those hills, or those monuments, towards us. And so I'm sure we'll see plenty of people running in the road, getting that shot one day. I can't remember the exact words. And then I just stopped running, he says, or something.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Hell of a shot. There you go, people running up the road and reenacting it. I could probably take a stop bike in the middle of it, take a picture. Anyway, that's that. Monument Valley, over there. So apparently bikes aren't allowed on the scenic drive in Monument Valley. So I didn't go in and pay the fee to get there, which means I didn't get water either. So I am off to my next destination, which is a couple 100 miles away. So let's just hit the road today. Right, big day today, 319 miles, amazing day, just hammering through the roads. Quite nice twisty roads. It wasn't all boring, and the scenery, as you can see around me, has vastly changed. There's trees everywhere. There's no like big sheer red rocks. It's all like rolling hills or sort of mountainous, I guess. I'm still at like 6,000 feet, so I guess they're mountains, and the temperature's a lot cooler too, so I'm enjoying it. It's nice. Time to set up camp, relax, eat food and chill. Good night. That was a particularly cold night. I've just checked the temperature on the bike. It's about 7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that now, and it's 2 degrees. So I think at night it was maybe freezing-ish. So it was quite cold. So I'm going to layer up and get going. Hopefully the temperature will warm up, but if I get too many nights like that, maybe I'll have to upgrade my sleeping bag to something a bit warmer, because I think the comfort level is 2, so anything less than that, it gets uncomfortable. And it was a little bit uncomfortable last night. I could have done with some more layers. So the sun is coming up though, so hopefully some warmth comes in and we'll get going. I've got 90 miles to my destination. So I managed to come up a mountain for some reason, and about 10,500 feet up, the view is not bad at all. Check it out. You can see all the trees changing colour and going all this yellowy red almost in some of them. But that's not a bad view for the morning, is it? A good few miles to go, so I'm going to crack on, but I just thought I'd take a moment to enjoy the view. Well, it's been an interesting day. It's right up since 28, so all my layers have come off again. It's about 2 o'clock, so now I am making my way to a hot air balloon festival, which is the world's largest hot air balloon festival. So I've booked a hotel, chance to recharge and do some washing and things, because I've been in the tent for about 6 to 7 days now, I think. So we'll get to my hotel and then I'll tell you all about Taos Pueblo. So that was an interesting day. Yeah, Taos Pueblo is basically in a Native American nation. If you like, it's about 2,500 people, I think, something like that. I'll go into more detail when I explain it.
Well, I better get explaining then. I packed everything on the bike and went into the World Heritage Site of Taos Pueblo. This community is thousands of years old, and 150 red willow people still live here today. The people that are living here are still living under traditional methods, with no running water or electricity. There's also a church and various shops, all run by the community. All the homes are all on one level, and despite the buildings being multiple storey, each floor is one home. There are no internal stairs within the buildings, so those that live on the upper floors have to use external ladders. Once they climb the ladders, the only access is a hatch in the roof. All the buildings are built on stone foundations, and then the bricks are made of mud, straw and rocks and other materials found in the ground. These are used like conventional bricks, but when it comes to the roof, logs and beams are run across it. After that, they then use mud and straw to create the ceilings, and this creates a strong structure. The same method of using straw and mud is used on the outside and the inside, a bit like render. Here you can see the bits of straw that help make up the walls. Over time and due to winters, the walls start to crack and they need constant upkeep. Here you can see them apply another layer of mud to fill in the cracks and keep it looking fresh. One of them you can see preparing a dome-shaped structure. These are outdoor ovens. These were used to make cookies, breads and pies in large batches. A fire would be built up inside and then removed, and then the residual heat in the oven would be used to cook with. To gauge the temperature, they used paper bags or corn husks. They'd put them in the oven, and if they caught fire or went black too quickly, it was still too hot. These ovens had a small hole in the back to allow air to help with the fire. Nowadays they're covered up to protect them from the weather. All the streets have little trenches running through them to allow rainwater to flow away. Their only source of drinking water is from Red Willow Creek, and this runs through the centre of the settlement. It's glacier runoff water, and it comes from Blue Lake. A large community of Red Willow people still live in the area today, but they live by modern day methods. They have their own fire department, police department, and government, which is independent to the state of Mexico. Back in Albuquerque, it was time to have some dinner and get ready for a big day tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.